Good morning, all of you. So, as we know, we studied what is kinetic energy and as well as work energy theorem. And day before yesterday, we studied the factors affecting the kinetic energy. Do you remember, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes,
Factors
sir.
affecting kinetic energy. So, as we all knows that kinetic energy formula KE is equals to what is the formula? Everybody, half.
1 by 2
Half
mu square.
You must
Mu square minus
no. I'm asking kinetic energy, Harish, not work energy theorem. You must
yes,
read
sir.
as a half mv square is the kinetic energy formula. Do you understand? Now, if I will ask you work energy theorem, then the work energy theorem is equals to R change in kinetic energy. Do you understand? Work energy theorem or change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy is equals to half mv square minus half mu square. Is it yes or no? So this is what we used to call as work energy theorem. Is it yes or no, guys? All of you? Or we will say change in kinetic energy is equals to, what is the formula we'll study? Change in kinetic energy equals to, all of you, final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic.
Initial.
This is what we used to say, final kinetic energy minus, this is what we will say. What is that, everybody? Initial kinetic energy. Do you understand, all of you? So here in this formula, now just what 10 minutes we will revise this and we'll solve two examples and we'll make two simple factors to solve the examples little faster in the exam. So if you have taken kinetic energy, the factors affecting the kinetic energy, first factor, kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass. Is it yes or no? All of you? If mass will become double, kinetic energy also become double. That's what we studied. Is it right or wrong? All of you? Yes. Same way, kinetic energy is directly proportional to velocity square. Is it right or wrong? You also tell. This is only.
Yes,
Anyhow, half is a constant. Now you check it. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to square of velocity or velocity square. Is it right or wrong, guys? Everybody? Yes, please.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One full day we discussed only about these two things. So those who are absent, you have to, and those who are joining late, for them I will teach again some offline class or something. Now, let us write two examples to solve two numericals to specify this to both factors, first factor and second factor, and from that two important points we'll write. Okay, first one. So all of you write the first question. If the mass of the body, if the mass of, without solving also you must say, with if the mass of a body is tripled. What do you mean by tripled, Mr. Akilan? What do you mean by tripled?
Increased by 3 times.
Very good. Keeping its velocity constant. Keeping its velocity constant. Everyone must write the notes. Keeping its velocity constant. Always remember, those who are studying well, all are there writing notes. Those who are not and those who are acting, they're always not at all doing anything. So that is why maintain notes properly. Every batch I will say always the same thing. When we are doing something, we must write and learn. That is what. If the mass of the body is tripled, keeping its velocity constant, what will happen? What will happen to its kinetic energy? Can anybody tell me? Without solving, I want. Yes, Mitachre, Abhirami?
Kinetic energy will become 3
That
times.
current will increase by 3 times, sir.
No, because kinetic energy is directly proportional to whom? Mass.
Mass and mass. Yes,
Mass
sir.
tripled, kinetic energy also what? Tripled.
Triple. Yes, sir.
Yes or no, Mr. Arun, Kailash? Arun? So, how to solve it? So, we all knows that kinetic energy of a body. What is the kinetic energy of a body? Now, solution you write. Solution neatly you have to write. Of course, for MCQ, you can use that formula. You directly can say, but you have to solve it also. So, we know what is the kinetic energy of a body formula, all of you? We know that kinetic energy of a body. What is the formula, Mr. Arun? Yes, please. Kinetic energy of a body, which is equals to, what is the formula, guys? Half mv square. So let me take now, this is equation 1. Now, if mass of the body is tripled, what do you mean by that, guys? Everybody, check it here. Mass of the body is tripled. If mass of the body is tripled, means what do you mean by that? All of you. M become what? All of you should say M become what? 3M. Yes or no? So then the change in kinetic energy. What is the kinetic energy terms? Let me take this is KE1. So now this is KE2. So KE2, the change, that means kinetic energy also increases how many times, guys? Half into M become 3M. M become how much? All of you? 3M into V square. Now, if you notice it, 3 will come front. So remaining half mv square I will write. Is it right or wrong? All of you? I'll bring the 3 front. Will you accept it or not? All of you. So now if you notice it, this entire term is equals to something. Can you tell me what is that? Harish?
Kinetic energy, sir. KE1.
Kinetic energy. So KE2 is equals to 3 times of KE1. Understanding from 1, equation 1. So that's all it is. So what is the change in kinetic energy, everybody? If mass become tripled, then kinetic energy also become what?
Triple, sir.
Tripled. So it means kinetic energy also becomes triple if mass of the body is triple. Yes, Mitakshri?
Yes, sir.
Solved. So from this we will form one point. That point also I will say. After that we'll solve one question, we'll solve that point also I will say. Mr. Ashwin Balaji, you are late. Should not be happen like this. Understand? Can you hear me, Ashwin? Do it now, sincerely. Everybody. Are you understand, everybody, guys? Anything doubt, ask me. Even you don't know the derivation of kinetic energy also, you must learn the formula and you have to proceed. That's all. If any mass become triple, kinetic energy also become triple. If mass is reduced by 3 times, what about the kinetic energy? Everybody.
It will also reduce by 3 times.
That is what. Okay. So please finish it. Clear? Completed first question, numerical. All of you. Anything doubt, you can ask. Have you all solved?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Harish, have you called Omar?
Yes, sir. He did not attend, sir.
Okay. Nimish, what about this? Johan?
Sir, I send a message, sir.
Sure, okay. Okay. Now, next question, right? Now, next question is, all of you, right? Is it completed this question, everybody? Arun, Gokul? Now the question, right? If the velocity of the body is tripled, if the velocity of a body is tripled, have you checked it now? Who is tripled? Mass or velocity? Velocity is tripled, keeping its mass is constant. Mass constant. What will happen? What will happen to its kinetic energy? So we all knows that kinetic energy is directly proportional to what? Velocity square. So without solving, what you can say? How many times that energy will increase? Everybody?
Double
9
times.
times, sir.
9 times. That is you have to remember. How you have to solve. So from that I will write the formula, one shortcut also. Write it. Kinetic energy of a body is given as. What is the kinetic energy of a body given? Normal formula. Standard case. What is the kinetic energy formula? Any body. What is the kinetic energy formula? Everybody is
Half mv.
given as, let me take that is K1 so that it is easy. Half mv square. Let me take this is equation 1. Now, you take, if the velocity of the body is tripled, if the velocity of the body is tripled. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody? So V become how much? All of you. V become how much? 3V. So change in kinetic energy is equals to half into M into, in place of V, what I can write, guys? 3V square. Understanding? So half into M into, so 3V square means like AB whole square. AB whole square means we'll write what? A square, B square. Same way here, what will come, guys? You also tell 3 square into V square will come. So that it is equals to 1 by 2 into M into 9 into V square. So this 9 I'll bring front. So it will turns into 9 into 1 by 2 mv square. Mr. Aswardham, have a writing? Yes, that is. Now if you notice it, this is equals to what, guys? All of you check it, half mv square is equals to what? Yes, please.
K1, sir.
K1. So K2 is equals to 9 times of K1. That's all. So that is what you have to remember. So what? How many times? Kinetic energy increases how many times? All of you.
9 times.
9 times. It means kinetic energy becomes 9 times if the velocity of the body becomes 3 times. Understand? Everybody, Asin Balaji, Gokul, Aswa, Danishkar, anything doubt also?
Yes.
Okay, solve it.
Yes, sir.
Now, increasing or decreasing doesn't matter. Now, from this we will form one formula. Formula in the sense of like a shortcut. Then that you have to remember when you are applying, you have to solve very faster way by doing that. Okay, it's not a big thing. Once this question is completed, I will say the 2 points. After that, we will proceed to the next one. That is what? Potential energy. Okay, so do it, everyone. Shall we start? Okay, now keep note and write. That is the most important 2 points. So, which will helpful for us to solve. Of course, by this time, so many of you will understand that, but at least some people they need. So now, note, keep note and write. First point. So we'll solve and today also kinetic energy only. Later only potential energy. Tomorrow I will show you with the practical also. Okay. So in directly in class itself. Note. Right. If the mass of the body becomes n times, first point. If the mass of a body becomes n times of its original mass. Do you understand, everybody? So by the time who is constant, everybody? Harish?
Velocity is constant,
Yes.
sir.
Keeping velocity constant. Keeping velocity constant. See, that becomes n times, not 2 times, 3 times. I'm not saying decreases n times, increases n times. That is all I'm not saying. N indicates anything. So then it's kinetic energy also. Then its kinetic energy also becomes n times of its original kinetic energy. So from this, I will write the formula. All of you remember, if M, understanding, if M becomes, increases n times, understanding, M changes into n times it increases, then change in kinetic energy also. What will happen, guys? Kinetic energy also increases. Increases how many times? All of you?
N times, sir.
N times. Are you clear? Everyone? Abhirami? Hitakshri? That is what.
Yes, sir.
So whatever it is, if n times increases, n times kinetic energy also becomes n times. Suppose I am saying now mass become double. So double means n equals to what? N equals to what? Everybody. So n is equals to, it may come anything. Do you understand it? So all of you should remember n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Now also n is equals to, like this will come 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6 also. Do you understand, Harish, why I am saying? Hitakshri? Because mass is reduced to half. Half means what? N equals to what will become? All of you.
1
N
by 2,
equals to
sir.
what? 1 by 2. If mass is reduced 3 times, then n equals to what, guys? 1 by 3. If mass is reduced to 4 times, then what is n equals to? Everybody? 1 by 4. So that is you have to remember. That is the reason I'm saying. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. Harish Eras. That is next.
Yes, sir.
Second point. Right. If the velocity of the body becomes n times, if the velocity of the body becomes n times, then by the time who is constant of its original velocity, by this time who is constant?
Mass is constant, sir.
Yes. Keeping mass constant. Mr. Aswardhan, are you writing? You have to respond. You cannot sit simply. Mass constant. Then it's kinetic energy. Then its kinetic energy becomes n square times of its original kinetic energy. Do you understand, everybody? So what is that? If V turns into n times of V, do you understand? Then the kinetic energy, how much it will become, all of you? Kinetic energy is equals to, what will happen? Check it here.
N square.
N square times of Ke1. Do you understand? Yes, please. So that is what you have to remember it. If n times increases, answer will become n square. So that is what it is very important. So here also n become 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Or n become what array? 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5 and so on. So whatever it is. Now for example, I'll say velocity become 4 times. Then what is the kinetic energy? Change in kinetic energy. Everybody. 4 square. How much? 16 times. Understanding? Velocity is reduced by 3 times. Then what is the change in kinetic energy? Everybody.
Decrease by 9
Reduced
times.
by 3 times means reduced. Mr. Gokul, reduced means what? V become V by 3. Then means 1 by 3 times reduced. So n is equals to 1 by 3. So what is the change in kinetic energy? N square. N square means what? 1 by 3 whole square, which is equals to 1 square by 3 square, which is equals to 1 by 9. Is it right or wrong, Mr. Gokul? Akilan?
Yes, sir.
That is. So you have to solve very fastly and perfectly. This is the 2 points which you have to remember. Mr. Aswin Balaji and Nimish, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Solve it. So these are the 2 things. Then we will solve kinetic energy, potential energy. It will take 1 day. So potential energy over. Then we will go to the change in energy from one form to another form. So after that, directly we'll come to the power. Okay. So now we will solve some questions related to the kinetic energy. So let us now, all of you, write the questions from your in-text questions. You can notice in our NCERT book, all of you, page number 152. Do all of you open page number 152? Page number 152. Yes, Hari, have you opened? All of you read the question. Page number 152, in text question 3. Question number 3. page 152, text question, in text question, blue color question number 3. Allow me read the question. I want, yes, please. What is the question they are giving? Write the question. I am giving 1 minute time. Write the question, everybody. Then only I will. Page number 152, question number 3. All of you write it. Mr. Danishkar, are you able to solve? Arun Kailash? I'll see. Write it. Everyone must do it. Completed? I want response. Now, Harish, read the question now.
Sir, the kinetic energy of an object of mass m moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second is
Very good,
25
very good.
joules.
Wait. First, so velocity of the object they are giving, how much it is? 5 meter per second, having a kinetic energy of, what is the kinetic energy they are giving? 25 joules. Is it yes or no? Now, they are saying mass of the object. What is the mass of the object, everybody? Mass of the object, how much? M. Understanding? That is only we have to calculate it. No. Yeah, mass. Mass of the object is M. So M remains constant. So they are not giving even that value also. Check it how tricky it is question. So there is no mass also. So what is the mass of the object? They are giving mass of the object is equals to what? All of you? M. There is no value also. Now they are saying what will be its kinetic energy when the velocity doubled? When the velocity doubled, what will be its kinetic energy when the velocity increases 3 times? Do you understand, everybody? So just now we studied. See that question. Is there any now in all the cases who is remains constant? Everyone, who is remains constant? All of you. Who is remains constant? They are saying first, what will be its kinetic energy when the velocity doubled? Means V become 2V. Now same way, what will be the kinetic energy then velocity tripled? V become 3V. I directly can say the answer. Now V become 2V means here how much? V become, the initial velocity is 5. Now what is the change in velocity? Anybody can tell me? 2 into 5, which is equals to how much? 100. Sorry, 2 5 are 10 meter per second. Same way, V become 3V means 3 into 5, which is equals to 15 meter per second. So that is you have to remember. Do you understand, everybody? Yes or no? All of you? Clear? Now, observe very carefully as it is mass is remains constant. Mass is remains constant. So we must find first, with the help of these data, we all need to find the mass first. Later only we will change velocity become double and velocity become triple. So first of all, as we all knows that, what is the kinetic energy formula? Everybody open your mouth. Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. So have you noticed it? They are not given the mass of the object. So our duty is to find the mass of the object. Then only if the velocity changes, we can find the change in kinetic energy. At least say yes or no. Yes or no, guys? Yes. So that is. So now you can see, let us find the mass of the object. Now what is the kinetic energy given? 25 joules, which is equals to half into m into velocity square. What is the velocity? 5 square. So which is equals to 1 by 2 into m into 5 square means 25, which is equals to 25. So please don't get cancelled both the sides 25, 25 because it is not in addition or subtraction. It is in what? Multiplication. So 2 ones are 2 12.5. So which is equals to m into 12.5, which is equals to 25 joules. So what is the, all of you observe, what is the joule means? 1 joule is equals to what? I want the response. 1 joule is equals to, everybody, kilogram meter square per second square. Yes or no? Hari, Mitakshri? So you can remove the joules also, we no need, as we all knows the units. And as we know, this one, velocity units, velocity square, so that it will come meter square, second square. So this meter square, second square get cancelled. Finally, what is the unit will get for mass? Mass is equals to what will come? Everybody? Nobody will answer. What is the mass equals to? Mass is equals to 25 divided by 12.5. So 12.5 ones are 12.5 twos are. So which is equals to how much, Ra? Mass equals to everybody. Mass equals to 2 kg. Yes? Yes, Harish. Good. Mass equals to 2 kg. Now you apply first case. What they are saying? Velocity become double. So velocity become double means what, guys? Everybody. Velocity become doubles. What do you mean by that? It will increase as how many times? All of you. Velocity increases how many times? 2 times. Understanding? So that is what is the meaning of it. So we can do now V become 2V means we all knows. So 2 into 5, which is equals to 10 meter per second. So substitute in the formula. So change in the kinetic energy for this case. Let me take, which is equals to half into m into v square, which is equals to half into mass equals to how much? Just now we found mass equals to how much? 2 into velocity is 10 whole square, which is equals to half into 2 into 10 square means how much, guys? 100. So 2 answer, sorry, 2 will get cancelled. So what is the answer? Everybody? Harish? What is the
100
answer?
joules, sir.
100 joules. Do you understand, Hari? So that is why. Have you verified your answer before and now? How much difference? Understand, Hari? Little careful, Hari. Understanding? Even though you know the concept, you did mistake or not? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Be careful. That is why you see your first answer and second answer. Have you seen the difference? How much it is? So hurry, you are doing the mistake. So be very careful. In a hurry also you have to do perfectly. So that is why I am saying always concern about formula, concern about the concept always. Now in second case, this is the case 1. So in case 2, what they are saying? Velocity become what? This is the case 1, guys. Now case 2, what is the velocity become? Open your mouth. V becomes what? 3 times of V. So that 3 into 5, which is equals to 15 meter per second. Okay. So that is what will happen. So now, so change in kinetic energy. Let me take, this is a K3, which is equals to half into m into V square, which is equals to half into mass equals to what? 2 kg. Velocity is equals to 15 whole square. So which is equals to 2 will get cancelled. 15 into 15, how much, guys? All of you? 255. So, sorry, 225. So change in kinetic energy is equals to 225 joules. That's what you have to remember. I hope everybody understood this. Anybody having doubt, you can ask. Very good, Mitakshi. So that is what. Solve this question. Such an important question from our book, NCERT in-text question. It's just an in-text question.